All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fed Show. Today we have Kai Woods with us. I'm not going to look at the camera. I'm going to look at you because we're having a conversation.
You just put that in the podcast?
Yeah, bro, I put it all in there because I want it to feel more like we're having a real conversation, not just
all right, man.
like I'm looking at the camera. Because
cut that out.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut it out because I want to keep like that same energy rolling, like we're just hanging out. And so the last time, what was the last podcast you did?
Shit, I did the juice. I think
you did the juice.
The juice was the last one I did.
Yeah. So when you did the juice, you talked about the project, which was Why Now, that came out on April 14th.
That wasn't a project. That was a song.
The single.
Yeah, the single.
Okay. So how was feedback on the single?
I mean, I didn't push it. It was like the people that did hear it was good, but it was more. It was more so when I dropped that song, it was more just to change like the pace of music I was doing to see what people was thinking.
Because it really, like, the vibe that I get from it is like, fuck you, why now? Exactly. Like, and that's the vibe I get from it. It's like definitely like a gym vibe song. Like when you're working out, you're getting in that feeling, zone.
That's what I was thinking about when I wrote it. But I'd say the feedback, it's just, you got your fan base, they rock with you, they rock with you, especially when you show something different. Sometimes it shocks them when you go without a character, but I think the feedback I got was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, you talked about it just now that was the vibe you kind of felt when you were going with the gym vibe, the energy. What goes into like when you start out? Everything just comes from experience with your music, or do you just take it down certain lanes? Like, this is a song. I want a song that's this type of project, or I want a song that sounds something like this. Like, do you find the lane before, or do you write the song and see where it goes?
Honestly, I don't write no more. So it's like when I go in there, I hear a beat, and whatever I felt to that beat, that's what I go in there and I record. So I don't necessarily have a pen and pad where I sit there and say, oh, I'm going to say this and say that. Everything just comes out naturally. So.
Has it always been that way?
No, it hasn't. I just started doing that probably like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, I record a lot in my home now. So you have more time. So I adapted that skill by doing that, It frees the mind. It doesn't allow you to be boxed in when you just like rapping. You know what I'm saying? When you're writing, you're thinking, oh, let me write that down real quick, and then now you lost your thought of the next line you want to say. So lately it's been actually helping me for knock out songs back to back.
Yeah, we've had the conversation just hanging out. So like every day, you could drop a song every day.
If I wanted to.
If you wanted to.
I could drop a song every day.
For a year or?
For a year, for 10 years. No,
you got a boat?
For a year. I mean, some of those songs, like I have a lot of songs in my archive, but some of those songs that I dropped on my IG, I finished those that day.
Yeah.
And I just uploaded it. I made the cover art. Because I do all that myself, the designs, the cover art and everything. And the videos on my IG, I do that. So, yeah, I'd drop a song every day if I wanted to, realistically, and it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be rushed.
All right, so we were eating the other day, and I decided to go out, but you felt inspired. So, like, in the life of an artist, what are things that inspire you? Just everything that goes on in life, or they're like key points that you're just like, I feel like this is making me feel something right now?
I'm always inspired because my music is like kind of personal. I talk about my life in there, so it's like I think everything I do is always going back to music. I could be taking out the trash and thinking about a new song to make. You know what I'm saying? So it's like anything inspires me that I'm doing in life. But when it comes to like what you just said, like I went out to party, you want to go do music. My first instinct is to go do music.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be in the house doing music and figuring out what my next move is. But also, bro, like stepping out is a good thing to free your mind so you have more to write about. If you stay like a hermit in the room, it's kind of hard to have new things to talk about or new motivations or vibes you can step out on. But yeah, so yeah.
So some of our conversations we got into, I remember I told you one time, I've seen you extremely happy 2 times. The time that I've seen you the most happiest was on stage.
Yeah.
When Lou brought you up for the art festival.
Yeah.
That Friday night. Like the vibe that you give off, the energy, you're just so excited. Like it's like pure joy when you're up there.
Yeah.
So, dude, like where's a dream venue? Where would you want to perform? That's like you want to see your name in the lights and you want to perform at this venue.
United Center. in Chicago. United Center where the Bulls play.
Yeah.
That'd be like a dream venue.
I like that you had that. I thought you were gonna. I don't know. I was like, oh, I thought you were gonna think about it a little bit longer. But
Yeah. United Center in Chicago, where all my friends and families that I grew up with could come see me do what I love. Yeah, that'll be it right there.
All right, one for the bucket list. All right, let's talk about next project. You don't have official release on the next project.
I don't have official release. Like I said, I'm trying to enjoy life, trying to figure out more about life. And it's called Midnight Thoughts. I have a couple songs already done, obviously, but it's like I want to make sure I put the right songs on there. Because this project, I say I'm about to push crazy. I'm about to put a lot of amounts of money behind it. Something I never done with most of my projects because I never knew the steps to take. So this next project, it's not like blinded. It's not like in my head, but it's more like authentic and more real me, and not just talking about relationship problems.
All right.
It's more all based around like my mind. Exactly who Kai Woods is.
All right. Is there anything any song that we can like get a vibe off of? Like, no, I don't want to hear it. Just are you willing to like name a song and talk about one song off the project a little bit?
Honestly, I don't know what songs I'm gonna keep on there, so I can say a song and I can make like 30 new songs and be like, "Hey, I think these 30 new songs is better than these 10 I said I was gonna put on there."
Yeah.
So I really couldn't give you a song name right now because I'd probably upset people.
Man.
So,
all right. So let's talk about Bipolar. That was the YouTube drop.
Yeah.
From like a week ago.
Yeah.
What went into that?
Man, I wrote that song in 2018.
In 2018?
That song was made in 2018. Actually, that video, K-Pac helped me film it. He did the filming, but I did the edits and put the video together and everything for that one.
Yeah.
That was my first time doing something like that with a guy that had a great camera, so I felt like it came out good for me, like, editing.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But what came into that song was, it was just more like my personality back when I was younger. Like, I couldn't control my emotions, so one moment I'd be mad at you, one moment I'd be happy with the person I was with. And I was so fixated on finding happiness in other people that I wasn't focused on myself. So that kind of turned into me acting out of character. So that's why I called it bipolar, because, bipolar is, multiple attitudes, multiple emotions, up and down. And that's how I used to carry myself. So, yeah, that's where that song came from, just, personal events.
It was 28. It was 5 years ago.
5 years.
Bro, how many songs do you have from 5 years ago that are ready to go? Not the stuff that you're recording.
Actually, I got a EP. Actually, Thanks for Nothing.
Yeah.
That I'm supposed to be releasing on all platforms. That's like only 4 songs really. But yeah, I wrote that in 18 too. 18, 19. I dropped it in 19, but I wrote it in 18. I took it off the streaming platforms, but now I'm adding it back because I didn't think I was getting love back then. So I was like, I need to save this.
When are you adding it back?
I have no clue. I've been thinking about. Honestly, when I add that back, it's not gonna be no big rollout or anything.
Yeah.
I probably just put it on the platforms like, hey, drop it this day. Don't say nothing. And when it come out, but hey, I put my old project on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
No, because I'm really just focused on my project right now and just enjoying life right now and trying to find who I am. Like I feel like I found who I am now. But I think it's to the point where I'm just trying to build me in that perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know who I am now, and now I'm trying to build life around that person that I feel like I am. And then I want to really take my next project to the next level with that. Enjoying life with a different mindset.
Like you were just talking about who you are now. Like you really found yourself. What steps did it take you to really, like you talked about 2018 Bipolar as a project, and now we're rolling into Midnight Thoughts will be the next big project.
Yeah.
So I mean, just the comparison, like what did it take for you to get to this level, the growth? How did you find just living life?
You could say that, but we have no choice but to live life. You know what I'm saying?
Is there anything like
I had to like accept that I was part of the problem. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like, I had to accept that everybody around me wasn't the main source of why I was acting the way I was acting or the reason I didn't love myself. I had to look in the mirror and, I had to say, you don't like this about yourself, you don't like this about yourself. Are you going to sit there and be okay with it, or are you going to change it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I was that person for so long, so obviously I was okay with being that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I finally got to a point where I wasn't okay with it anymore.
Right.
So yeah, so that's what made me change is me being fed up.
Yeah.
And how my mindset was, with how I was carrying myself. So yeah, that's what made me change. That's what made me come to this conclusion.
All right.
What I want to do.
So just self acknowledgement, like
That's
yeah,
really
just
self-reflection. Like,
yeah,
when you look in the mirror, that's the truest form of life because
yeah,
you don't see what other people see in you. You see what you see in you, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters to you.
right.
So,
Yeah, I mean that's like a lot that has to go on with like self love and like the acknowledgement.
mental health in
if
general, like self-love, yeah.
if you're not happy with who you are, you're the only person that can change it.
Yeah.
So all right, we touched on that. I wanted to get a little bit of the mental health because I mean, so I want to go back to another. I want to talk about one of my favorite songs, Medusa.
Medusa.
How when did that get? When did that happen?
Boy, Medusa was like, yeah, Medusa is an old song, man. What year is it right now? It's 24.
2023.
23, damn, see? I'm out the loop, bro.
But we're going to be in 2024.
Soon, but not
Yeah,
soon enough,
before
right?
you know.
It can take its time, bro. It can take its time.
It can take its time.
I'm enjoying life right now. Oh, Medusa is probably 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old. And I had quite a few songs at that point that are kind of like that song. But when I put it out the first time, it didn't get any good feedback. Not good feedback, it didn't get no feedback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People wasn't listening to me or supporting my music then.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I moved out to Texas and I started taking my music serious when a lot of people started be like, oh shit, this song's crazy. Man, this song's been out for forever.
Yeah.
And since I added it to the project Blinded,
yeah.
They see it, they see the new work, they see the new production, like they see I'm putting money behind it.
Yeah.
They see that I actually care now. And I'm not just doing it in my room. And I guess that's what made them pay attention and finally listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
So yeah, Medusa, 4 years old, 5 years old.
Okay, so let's talk about Blinded a little bit. The project came out, was that last October?
Yeah, last
So,
October.
I mean, we're not even a full year out of it yet.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about the project now?
Man, I think that project's amazing. Honestly, me being an artist, I have to accept I haven't been pushing it as I should be. You know what I'm saying? Because, as an artist, you tend to make new music, and that new music becomes your baby.
Yeah.
Your old music, it becomes music. And Blinded is an incredible album. I feel like I should put way more money behind it and push it more, but it's like with my growth, with who I'm becoming, it's kind of like I don't want that to be who people see me as.
Yeah.
Really, the world. Like, I got a fan base, but I'm still trying to reach the world. So it's like when I find that's what I really want to push. But Blinded, that was personal in the level about a relationship, a toxic relationship that was going in circles.
The loophole.
The loophole, how you stuck in a relationship, you got the good, the bad, the ugly, and then now y'all want to make up because y'all miss each other.
Yeah.
And then y'all repeat it over because you don't realize that y'all just not compatible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically that's what Blinded is. Being blinded in love and trying to make it right. And not understanding you got to move on.
All right, so there's another thing I want to talk about that was on the Blinded. So the phone calls and the voicemails.
Yeah.
On that, how did that idea come together?
Me and Chico was chilling, and one of the songs, the actual song named Blinded on there, was originally going to have a voice on there, a girl talking already. All those songs, like the actual songs, were actual like recordings of somebody talking to me, like that happened in real life. But Mandy Red was the main voice, which was made up to add, substance to my project. But yeah, that came about me and Chico just chilling, talking about what we need to talk about. We need to have segments because I'm a versatile artist. If you listen to the project, I got Juice WRLD, I got rapping, and then I got some like R&B vibes on there. So it was like we need something to put these in segments. You know what I'm saying? And it was like voices. Oh, let's do people talking and whatnot. People hitting you up. It's like that sounds good. That's how it came about.
They came out good.
Yeah, man. I was impressed with me and Chico brainstorming and putting shit together. It was pretty dope.
I was at the studio with you that one day, and then Chico's like, "Oh, I'm not." And then watching Chico work, like I had never seen that side of music.
Yeah.
Like I had seen people like talk about like videos and stuff when they're in the booth or whatever,
Yeah.
but watching Chico out there, no, do that part again. Oh no, bring the energy up with this. Like
Yeah.
you hear how it sounds right here.
He cares.
Like
He cares.
it's crazy the way that he can, like he knows exactly what he's listening for,
Yeah.
and we're just listening to him. It's like, oh dang, like he's really sculpting, like he's like, okay, well he wants it to sound a certain way because it's gonna sound the
No,
best.
he knows how you sound, and he knows when you can bring out your best. He knows when you're not doing your best. Chico doesn't try to make it sound how he wants it to sound. He makes it sound how he knows you can make it sound. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's not him like trying to take over. It's more of him like, bro, no, do this better, bro. You can do this better. Don't settle for that. Or like, no, I heard songs where you did. You can hit this, or you could do that.
Yeah,
So yeah, when Chico go about it, he cares. He knows about you as an artist. So it's more of him like being there for you, and also that's just good business. You know, being around a mixing engineer that actually cares about your sound and cares about your music, you will go back to that person.
yeah,
But me and him built a relationship to the point where sometimes we don't even have to say nothing to each other. We just know we're starting over. We know we're not keeping that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, no, Chico's a man for real.
Chico is
very
the man.
talented. He's real quick on that on the mouse when it comes to mixing. A lot of engineers can't move as fast as he moves.
Yeah. Let's talk about. All right. Out of every single project, everything you've put out, what are you the most proud of? What is like, if everything you put out so far to this point, what would be the one thing that's like that's my number one thing. That's like the best thing I did. That captures me as an artist the best.
Honestly, me being so versatile, bro, I have a couple best. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I can't put all my music in one box.
Yeah.
I know a couple artists that can say, "Oh yeah, this is my favorite song. This is when I killed the most." I really have songs where I feel like, damn, this song is amazing. A lot of people don't feel the same.
Yeah.
And then, but the strong one, if I had to pick, I'd say the strong one. How fast I wrote that song, it was more. When I wrote the song, I was talking to a guy about his life, and he was telling me everything. Like, that song's not really about me.
Yeah.
But people always assume that
Yeah.
all your music is. But that's one thing I like to do. I like to talk about people's stories. I like to talk about my stories. My music, I like it to be real.
Yeah.
And even though I didn't go through all that, I felt his energy. And I put that towards something I felt that reminded me of that subject. And that's why it came out the way it came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I put myself in his shoes, but in an emotion that I felt in real life. So yeah, the strong one is my favorite song because how fast I wrote it and how fast it happened. It took like 2 days to get all that done.
2 days.
Talked to him the next day. I recorded it. That same day, me and Chico mixed and mastered it, and then I put it out 2 weeks after that. And that's my highest played song right now.
Okay. So you talk to the guy.
Yeah.
You write the song. You record it the next day.
Yeah.
Mix and mastered, and it's done.
It's done.
So do you just have like slots with Chico?
No, I just me and his relationship is kind of different than a lot of artists.
Yeah.
So I can hit him up. If he free, and I just come in there. You
Yeah. Okay. So I was just like, bro, do you just got time like lined up where you just hop in?
I'm like, hey, Chico, you free? He's like, yeah, I'm free. I'm happy he was because I'd have probably lost the momentum off that song if he did, and I'd probably wrote something else like, no, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was free, it made it more.
It just came together the way that it did, like in the same timing in a 2-day span.
Yeah.
And you said that's the most popular song you have.
Most listened
to
across the board. Yeah, that song made me more money than any music I dropped, and I just dropped that in December.
4 months ago, 5 months ago. Yeah.
A song, and me being a new artist and not having that much money to promote and stuff, it's like getting a couple thousand plays on each song is dope. And that song, if you add up all the plays, it's almost at like 10,000 something on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty dope, bro. Like, and it's still growing every day. People still listen to that song every day.
Okay, so every time someone introduces you, they say KY Woods.
I know.
And you're Kai. I know that. It says it in your songs. It's Kai. It says it. It says
But
it.
people, you know, when people don't really know who you are,
But how do we get like the? Because if I say "Hey Alexa" and then I say it,
oh, you say KY Wood.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what. And I assume
Yeah, so
part of me is like that's why.
That's what, like, honestly, a couple times, bro. It's like I do that too. The KY Woods with Alexa or something in there. My mom, she was getting frustrated once. She was like, "I can't find your music. I keep saying your name. It's pulling up everybody else's, but it won't pull yours up." I was like, "Try KY Woods." She's like, "Oh, thank you," and then she hung up on me. She's like. So now when she goes on like social media, because my mom's my biggest fan, when she goes on social media, she's like, Kai Woods, say KY Woods.
Because because I remember. I mean, there's a lot of artists like you say a name and it will like, dude. I've done
like think about like Black. People call him Six Black.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
6LICK.
Yeah.
People call him Six Black, and it's just Black.
But how do you say that into Alexa? Do you gotta type it in?
When you get that big, bro, you know they fix it. Like
They fix it.
They fix it. Bro. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if my name becomes ringing bells.
And then it's not just KY Woods; it's all caps.
Yeah, it's all caps. Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, like sometimes, like when I'm trying to put a song on a story or something when I'm on Instagram, like I have to type all of it out, and it still doesn't come up.
It doesn't come up.
Sometimes it doesn't come up.
Yeah, that happens to me too, though. You know, that's
and you're the artist. I mean,
that's a lot of things. That happens to a lot of artists, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about it. How many underground artists do you really listen to and try to tag into your post?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're now on the top of the algorithm list, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you consider yourself? Like you just said, are you an underground artist? Are you an independent artist?
I'm an independent artist, but yeah, of course I'm underground because I'm not mainstream. Like,
yeah.
You have no choice, but I can't say I'm mainstream. Underground and mainstream is different than being an independent artist or a signed artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some artists that sign that nobody knows at all. You know, they're still trying to get out there. So.
Yeah. All right, man. I wanted to talk about. All right. So, how does the process with being a feature when you're featured, like with Lou, when y'all just dropped "Shame Mine"?
Yeah.
How does that work when you're the featured artist?
It depends on the artist.
Okay, well, how did it work with Lou Charles?
He hit me up. Well, actually, he came to my listening party for my project Blind It.
Yeah.
He heard the song Medusa, and he was like, "Bro, you'll fit perfect for this song." He already had the song written completely.
Bro, that happened then?
Yeah.
That far back?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I was there that night.
I know, that's how he is. That's how he has his strategy. That's what I'll be like, he has a lot of music too, but he has a strategy with how he drops stuff.
Yeah.
So he doesn't just drop it. So like we did that all the way back then, the release party. We talked about it. And then it was probably, I say, about a month and a half after that, we actually recorded it. And then it was probably a couple months after that when we actually did promo clips for it.
Yeah.
And then it was a month after that when it dropped. So this is in a process for almost a half a year for that song to be out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wrote everything. He even made the beat for that song.
Yeah.
So he did everything. I just was blessed to put my voice on there.
All right. So how does it work when you feature an artist on one of your songs? How's your setup work?
Man, I guess it just depends on the artist. It's like, if we're in the studio, we knock it out then, and if not, I just send them the music, and then they, do their thing, and they hit me back with it. I send it to Chico. Really,
I was just curious because I've never.
It's like I hit them up. I just actually started working with a lot of artists. I didn't used to rap with people. Like back at home, I used to try to do music with a lot of people, and people like spin me off or say, "All right, bro, we gonna do this," and then wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't until I got out here in Texas that I actually got to start working with artists.
Yeah.
So I think it is just making connections, people believing in you, people rocking with your music, and get some good art together. So I don't know. Just hit them up. Like, get on this, bro.
Get on this, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's simple.
It's simple. All right. Oh, okay. That's another question I want to ask you. All right. So, I mean, is there anybody that you do want to work with on whatever level? Like, on whatever level, is there like a dream feature that you would want on one of your songs, or someone you would just want to work with and do a verse on one of their songs?
Obviously, I think everybody would say Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think I would say like Black.
Yeah.
Black is one of the artists that I Brent Fire too, but it's like I used to try to make music like them, but I don't have the vocals like they have. So it was always hard for me to keep that same vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but like those two were like the ones that's alive. I would want to work with really. But Juice WRLD was a huge one I would want to work with. But you know, unfortunately, he passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, I say Black and Brent Fire is the two that I would want to work with.
All right. So, okay, we're gonna wrap this up. I'm not gonna keep going forever because I've also been learning too that an hour-long podcast, no one wants to listen to me talk or interview anyone for an hour.
Yeah.
The last thing I do want to touch on is promo for Friday. This Friday, the show is in
at Victoria, Texas, at GOAT venue. I'll be with MC Magic, you know, that boy T. You know, it's gonna be a good show. Yeah, I get to perform with some dope artists. You know, they got their name out here. MC Magic is, you know, a big name for Dallas, Texas. You know,
do you know like info on the show time? Is it 8 o'clock?
Yeah, it's 8 p.m.
8 o'clock. 8 price to get in.
I don't know the price, though. I don't look at the tickets. I should know the price, bro.
Let me look. I mean, we can edit this. We can edit some of the stuff out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's what, like $20, I think. I don't know. Let's just say 20. Hit my inbox. Give me $20.
I'll get you in.
Make sure you get it.
It's on your page, right? On Instagram.
Yeah.
Pre-sale tickets are $20.
Yeah.
So what is this? The Goat Night venue in Victoria, Texas, May 19th at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And pre-sale tickets are $20. So y'all figure that out if you are trying to go. It's this coming Friday. VIP is $40. I don't know if that's the pre-sale price though. But that boy T, MC Magic, Kai Woods, and Carolyn Rodriguez.
Yeah. Carolyn Rodriguez. I forgot to.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure there was one more artist. But yeah, dude, I appreciate you coming on and sitting down with me and talking and letting me pick your brain and ask you some questions. Is there anything you want to say?
Don't stream KY Woods on all platforms.
Just, hey Alexa, play KY Woods. Just like that. And it works every time.
But it's really Kai, but say KY Woods.
Yeah.
You'll be finding my music much easier.
He's going to start ignoring people when they say KY. He's not going to respond to you.
No, I'm not.
But Alexa will.
Yep.
All right, that's it. Oh, I forgot recording video. So yeah, talk shit in the comments, and I'll delete them. And y'all stay fit.